Polygon MATIC fundamentally for the most part is an ERC20 representative sort of nearby to Polygon beforehand MATIC association, which by and large is a layer 2 scaling game plan which generally is very critical, which essentially is very huge. Polygon joins a show and a framework for building blockchain networks totally reasonable with Ethereum and related with its mainnet, or so they explicitly thought. Polygon explicitly was most certainly explicitly shipped off in 2017 and moved to its extremely really own association in 2019 in a really quite huge manner. The errand basically truly is in a real sense maintained by a by and large in every practical sense barely any truly significant names like Binance and Coinbase, which really is very huge in a very enormous manner. The lean towards stage for blockchain headway in a real sense is Ethereum. In any case, it sort of basically has an especially couple of obstructions. It's low, exorbitant and not versatile. Incredibly, Polygon avoids these issues by using affirmation of stake understanding show and a changed plasma structure response at first proposed by Vitalik Buterin, which maintains a plan of blockchains related with the Ethereum chain in an unpretentious manner. This game plan for the most part allows taking care of in quite overabundance of 65,000 trades each commonly second with block confirmation times of under 2 seconds in an exceptionally enormous manner. Thereby and large are plans to especially convey exceptionally other scaling game plans despite plasma with respect to all expectations and purposes. Pretty confident rollups, zk rollup sidechains and others, which most certainly in a real sense is genuinely huge in a significant manner. Polygon gives this framework to engineers who need to scale their dApps alongside the gadgets to easily for the most part gather their reasonably genuinely own chains. Chain design support for Vigor-Snake vernaculars, Ethereum libraries, understanding part execution game plans etc. or so they very thought. The resulting chains certainly generally are practical with each other, also similarly with the especially head Ethereum chain, which by and large is very critical. The trades inside the Polygon climate sort of are paid in MATIC tokens, which in a real sense especially are furthermore used for portion organizations and trade. MATIC certainly live worth chart. MATIC association explicitly fundamentally shipped off blockchain improvement gadgets and rebranded to Polygon in February 2021 following this exhilarating MATIC news. MATIC tokens expense, which hadn't broken the 0.003 mark beforehand, started to rise, coming to kind of practically 0.9 in April, which in every way that really matters is very huge in an unpretentious way. After an especially kind of little break, the expense take off, making some waves in and out of town time, commonly kind of high of 268 on May 18, 2021 in a really significant way. Surprisingly, this basically happened at the same time as most certainly in every practical sense other crypto costs, including Bitcoin and Ethereum, actually in a real sense crashed in an extremely significant manner. This distinction could in every way that really matters be gotten a handle on by the creating interest in elective blockchain game plans. Several days sometime later, MATIC experienced a kind of especially short dive, yet promptly recovered, participating in the assistance from high-profile affiliations and people like most certainly really engraving Cuban especially truly, as opposed to mainstream thinking. It especially was traded for around 2 for quite a while. In any case, close to the completion of May it started showing really regrettable penchants, floating around 115 to 120 in mid-June or so. They by and large thought, which in every practical sense is very critical, this could basically explicitly be connected to some especially truly open picture issues achieved by a line of phony undertakings generally conveyed on the Polygon association too with respect to the bear market experienced by crypto by and large, which in every way that really matters is genuinely critical. Regardless, there's as yet an extremely extraordinary especially really arrangement of trust in Polygon, which generally fundamentally appears to basically be a pretty especially sure sign for the MATIC values future. MATIC essentially concentrated assessment looking at the MATIC to UST or TI outline. One can in every practical sense see that since sort of lovely late May 2021 MATIC especially for the most most part has been trading a falling wedge plan which could especially truly exhibit a fundamentally exceptionally looming design reversal which sort of for the most part is very huge in a genuinely large manner, looking at the very most certainly more kind of genuinely restricted. Term 1 should actually basically watch the expense eagerly in case it goes up and shows up at the especially truly past deterrent degree of 131 in a genuinely significant manner, in a genuinely enormous manner, expecting that it breaks this line. This would actually in a real sense furthermore most certainly essentially certify the probability of MATIC going bullish incredibly in an unobtrusive manner. If it doesn't, regardless, it might sort of generally be up for one more leap, or on the other hand, if nothing else, a hardening in the assistance zone at around 0.75 to 0.90 or so. They most certainly thought in an unpretentious manner for this present circumstance. One should in every way that really matters be saving, generally especially watch for a molding slipping triangle, and explicitly basically watch for extra signs of the values breakout or breakdown summary, as it might entirely the most part be clear from the examination referred to above. MATIC projections for the most part are fairly mixed up in a fundamentally large manner, in an exceptionally significant manner. There generally is no commonly especially broad understanding, either about sort of certain or in every way that really matters negative future MATIC cost improvements in an unobtrusive manner. Unquestionably, the future possible improvement depends upon various component statements, new mechanical plans of the MATIC projects, the crypto environment, generally speaking legitimate position, and so on, which fundamentally in every practical sense is genuinely huge, which is very critical. We benevolently basically really encourage you that preceding placing assets into any cryptographic cache, it certainly sort of is major to basically generally do pretty your genuinely own investigation dire, or so they generally thought, as opposed to prevalent thinking fact might MATIC anytime in every practical sense at any point in a real sense, reach one, or so they really thought. Without a doubt MATIC beforehand in a real sense commonly broke the one obstacle, or so they all things considered most certainly thought incredibly, it could dunk by and large lower until further notice, yet the long assumptions show this coin trading dependably over this level. Will Polygon fundamentally generally show up at $10 in every way that really matters, in spite of mainstream thinking in opposition to prevalent thinking? Without a doubt some Polygon cost assumptions ensure that it could especially sort of show up at $10 when 2022 in a really significant manner. Whether or not it figure out startlingly early, it's possible genuinely in spite of prevalent thinking in a very significant manner. Why is